What is this about? Is this out of the blue, or was this a long time coming?
Well, some of these Democratic lawmakers have been longtime critics of Amazon over how it treats its workforce, how much it pays its workers, the fact that it doesn't, pay a lot in taxes, and now this. And so this really came out of some investigative reporting that looked at how Amazon uses third-party contractors for its delivery business, and how that allows it to escape some sort of labor and safety regulations, escape responsibility for it.
As you describe it, this is a major step forward, though, or backward, depending on how you look at it, because to date it's been how much do you pay your employees. This is saying beyond what you pay your employees, we want you not to do business, refuse to do business with people who don't comply with certain restrictions. Is it just legal restrictions, legal requirements of contractors? Don't they have to comply with them anyway?
Yes, but because Amazon relies a lot on third-party contractors, that allows it to kind of escape responsibility, for the liability of some of those issues. If those third-party companies were to flout sort of labor and safety regulations. And so, yeah, I think you're right. This is a sort of significant criticism being aired by these Democratic lawmakers, and it's really only a sliver of the pressure that has been building in Washington against Amazon for a wide range of issues.
Yeah, exactly. I want to talk about the pressure, but before I get to that, okay, it's fine for them to write a letter. I mean, is there any prospect there would be legislation? I mean, can they really do anything about this problem, or is this sort of bully pulpit?
I think at the moment it's bully pulpit. What might be interesting, though, is Amazon will have to write a letter, answering the questions that the lawmakers asked. And I think what people like me and other observers in Washington will be looking for is exactly how detailed Amazon gets in its answers to those lawmakers, because that can sometimes be revealing of, some of the internal practices of Amazon or how it looks at this issue in particular. And so we'll have to see, once they answer the lawmakers, what do they say? And will, people like Elizabeth Warren and, some of the other Democratic lawmakers be satisfied with those answers from Amazon?
You mentioned, Naomi, the other pressure, as you called it, being brought to bear on Amazon. For example, there was that report the FTC appears to be investigating by calling up some of the merchants that deal with Amazon, asking about maybe anti-competitive practices. How serious is that? Do we know?
That's very serious, and it's a very significant threat to Amazon. Right now, the FTC is only at the beginning stages of its inquiry into Amazon, but it's asking sellers, third-party sellers, to really talk about how Amazon operates its marketplace, to find out whether Amazon is being anti-competitive in that space. There's a lot of critics in Washington who say, Amazon really shouldn't be a host of the marketplace and also compete in that marketplace with its private label. And so that's likely to be an issue that the FTC is looking at, and could result in significant changes for the company.